Dear students, today we are going to talk about the expression for capacitance of a capacitor, parallel plate capacitor, which is placed in air medium. Means if we consider two plates, you see, if we consider two plates, plate A and plate B, and both are oppositely charged, as we have discussed in the while discussing the principle of parallel plate capacitors. Means how we have enhanced the capacitance, how we have enhanced the capacity to hold charge, the plate's capacity to hold charge in the presence of oppositely charged plate placed near it. So sorry. So this means we are having two plates separated by some distance, a small distance d. Then we can consider that the air medium lies between the two plates, means the two plates are placed in air, in atmosphere or in vacuum. So here we are considering this case, and we also consider that the charge density on each plate is sigma. Charge density on each plate is sigma, and the area of each plate which is common to it. Means we must remember that we simply don't consider the area of the plates, we consider the common area, means that area of the plates which are overshadowed by each other. Say for example, we are having two plates in just two identical plates, and one is just placed in front of it. Then both of the plates are completely covering each other. Now if we imagine that the plate is rotated by 90 degree, then we see that the only central part of the plate is being overlapped by each other. So in this case, the effective area of the plate will be less than the actual area of the plate, as was in this case when both the plates were overlapping each other, completely covering each other. But when we have this situation, the value of A we will consider is not the actual area of the plate, but rather only the covered overlapped part of the plate. So that is the difference we have to remember. Now we talk about what is the capacitance of this parallel plate capacitor. And before we really talk about it, we will recall that we have found that electric field, you see, the electric field due to any charged sheet, say for example we have a large sheet and which is positively charged, and at some distance very close to it, we have already found that electric field is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. We have discussed it earlier, and always for positively charged plate it is radially outward. So this we have already derived. Electric field, the magnitude of electric field was sigma by 2 epsilon naught for that electric field produced by a infinitely large charge sheet. So in this case we consider that if the two plates are quite large, and we consider that a very close point to these plates, means this sheet may act like a infinitely large sheet because of the comparative distance from the sheet is very small as compared to the size of the sheet. So we consider it like that, and then we can very much understand that due to plate B, the electric field intensity in this region, we are dividing the three regions. One region is extreme left of these two plates, another region is in between the two plates, and yet another region is extreme right of these two plates. So in this region 1 you see the electric field due to plate B, which is negatively charged. What you see is should be sigma by 2 epsilon naught into n, and since the charge density is negative, so the direction of electric field due to negatively charged plate will be from my left to right. That means it will be going into the plate, and and electric field in the region 1 due to plate A, this is positively charged plate, will be moving away from the plate B, away from along A to B direction. So that means it should be sigma by 2 epsilon naught into n. What we have taken n is the direction from A to B. So here we have negative sign, means is the direction of E1B is towards the plate A from B, and E1A is away from plate A and towards B. So as a result, if we add these two, it becomes 0. One is negative and another is positive. So the total electric field in region 1 due to these two charge plates A and B becomes 0. Now similarly, in same fashion for region 3 we will have electric field 0 in region 3. But when we talk about region 2, what you see that negatively charged plate will have an electric field directed from A to B, means from towards the plate. It will be directed perpendicular to the plate and towards the plate B from plate A. So that means it will be moving from my right to left. The electric field direction will be from my right to left. And in the region 2, the electric field due to plate A will be also in the same direction, means moving from my right to left, that is from plate A to B. So as these two fields are directed along same direction, therefore the total electric field will be the sum of these two. So it becomes sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, it becomes sigma by epsilon naught, and n is the unit normal vector. We are showing the direction of the electric field in zone 2. So we have now seen that electric field in zone 2 is electric field in zone 2 is this much, and therefore that we have earlier derived this, and therefore we have E2 is equal to sigma by epsilon naught into unit normal vector. So now we found the magnitude of electric field, and we also have a relation between potential and electric field, potential gradient and electric field, and that from that we have V is equal to E0D. What is E0? E0 is a symbol used to express the electric field in the air medium between the two plates. So we have E0D, and E0 is nothing but electric field in zone 2, and that means sigma by epsilon naught into D. What is D? D is the separation between those two plates. So that way we got potential difference across the two plates, and we also know that the definition of capacitance is C is equal to Q by V. Therefore we have